Thanks for joining me again on Edgewater, Saskatchewan for episode 28 with me, MrSealyp. It's 8:29 in the morning, it's October 2 and I've made a decision. It's time to cowboy up. I was looking actually, because I wasn't sure whether or not, Saskatchewan, Canada generally speaking, I know there'd be cattle ranches, but like the cowboy kind of ethos. Apparently, big thing. Saskatchewan alone, 2.3 million head of cattle across, I'm sure it said 10,000 cattle farms. Could that be right? I'm sure that's what I read. Anyway, so we got a cowboy hat. Of course we have. I've got some stuff I'm going to do now. The reason I've made this decision, one, I've got some pig food to put into the mixer, or some stuff to put into the mixer. We've got a bit of that sunflower now. I've spoken to, I didn't say the farmer's name, I kept saying subcontracting sunflower. It's Mike's farm over there. So we're going to go over to Mike, and we've worked out a deal, because I bought the land for him to put the stuff on, and that's all good. But we're going to be using part of that plot. And also, if I'm going to cowboy up, I need a horse. So we're going to be sorting out a little horse stable as well. So a bit of pig food. We're going to get some TMR on the go. I've got a couple of options for that. But the reason I'm down here, it's time to get a bucket for this, and we're going to use it as a wheel loader, because you can, if I've bought the right stuff for it. I'm trying to remember if I did or not. I think I did. So if we go down to wheel loader tools, and we can go for a big old bucket. If we go for one of these, we can go 5,000, or we can go for a 10,000 litre bucket. Does 10,000 seem a little bit much? I'd need a much bigger weight if I did. Mind you, 10,000, why not? Let's do it. And then we come out of there and we'll go along to weights. And there's a weight that came with this, that one there, 7,500 kilograms, which will balance out the 10,000 litres at the front. We'll put that as, yeah, we'll do that. We'll buy that. Oh, as you can see, the mains go up. Well, did I put I can't remember if I put a screenshot up or not. And when we go over to the farm, I was doing, at the end of the last episode, I was doing hay, wasn't I? So, how much did we end up with? We did alright. A little bit less than I thought we were going to, but still not a bad amount. I said I reckoned about 1,200, not 1,200, 1.2 million, I thought. Wasn't quite 1.2, but not far off. Did I not go for the correct front loader? Are you joking? Hang on. Can I change the configuration on it? I thought I'd gone for the right one. Come on, where are we? There we go. Customize. That's on wheel loader. Why is that not working? That worked before in testing. Why is that not? I don't understand. That's a wheel loader. This had an update recently. That worked before. I'm mildly baffled. Let's try it again. I might switch it and switch it back. Customize. Front loader, telehandler, wheel loader. No. So this now doesn't work with any other buckets. We're going to have a problem here, because that was the whole point. And when this first came out, I was blown away by the fact, with the large weight as well. Now that's, so I'm assuming now, because that's the bucket I used originally, this is now not going to work with these, because they're specific to the I can only assume they're under wheel loader tools. It should work. Will that only work with the combinations? Will it only work with that? Really? I'm surprised by that. So that'll be the same then. Which means you then got to come down. Do I try for a small one and see if it works? General purpose or a high tip? Let's try a high tip. 17 grand. So I just bought the other one. Let's lease that first and try. I don't understand that. Right, so it's working on that one. So why is it not working on this one? Am I just not lined up properly, or no? It doesn't want to know, does it, on that one? So it won't do the 10,000. Okay, fine. We'll go with a 5. That's still not a bad sized bucket, but not what I was hoping for. Okay. But that's high tip, so we'll be alright on that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Just set the other one back now. Okay, anyway, we're going to get to what we're going to do. That's a hefty old weight. So, our tractor is now a wheel loader. As you can see while we're driving along, all the grass that has been cut was cut. I have got today's straw processing baskets and accessories, hats and things to be dispatched for our online service. But we're going to head out to Mike's farm because I should have some sunflower to collect. Now it doesn't appear in pallets. I'm hoping it'll load into the bucket. And then what we're going to do while we're there, we're going to sort out getting the construction of our cow pen done. So we're going to do cows. The one I'm getting, I think, does up to nearly 500. I think. I want to say 490. It's going to be supplied and constructed by Rowley Christie 1. So I'm going to get 200 cows. We're going to start off with 200. So not only have we got a pig food mixer, my little production building, I can do total mixed ration there, but I'll have to put some stuff into it if I wanted to. I could put some hay in there. But I think I want to get a Silo King static line. I want to try that as well. It's just I'll just, like I say, just try a few different things out. I just hope this works with a bucket. If not, I have to come with a trailer, I think, but we'll give it a go. I cut everything I possibly could, including my 2 fields. I'm sure we're at something like, I want to say 1,090,000, I think. Now we should, here I think it is, crops production. Oh, there we go. So, sunflower. 860. So if we get 860 in each, it's not a huge amount, but if that's daily, if I put that into the pig food production, we should be able to get some pig food going and mixed in with other stuff as well. I don't think we're going to get through that much of it every day, so that actually might work out quite well. That's the sunflower we needed anyway. So here, on this plot, is where we're thinking of putting the cows in, I think. It will still leave some of the field, but I want to say, I don't know which way around I want to put it. Probably with the feed stuff that end, that way it's closer to wherever we've got to go. But, under cows. I did have a few different options. I thought about the basic cow pasture, which would do 100. Because they're open, I was going to put 3 or 4 of those right next to each other, because then it gives the feel that the cows they're just free wandering around in the field, which I could have done, which would take me up to 400, and that would only cost me 20 grand. I could have done that. There's that one, cow barn large, does 240. I looked at that as an option. Obviously we've got these. I've used these before, but I'm thinking this one here. Yeah, 490. And actually we've got plenty of room for it. If we bring it right over down here. Now the question is, could I put it in that way around? Oh, I can put it that way around. So realistically, if we wanted to, we could put 2 in here, and we could have not far off 1,000. I think we'll start off with 1. We'll start off with 1. You know how this goes. So I'll overextend myself, and then we'll be in trouble. So swing it around Well, the feed trough will be on the inside, won't it? If I have it that way around. Slurry at the other end. I want to try and line it up if I can with the side of the field, but that's not that straightforward to do. Let's do that. Oh, okay, that ate into the side there. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. I wasn't expecting all this around the outside of it. So we can do a bit of landscaping around the side of it. Actually, that's not a bad size, is it? Feed in the middle. Yeah, we'll do a bit of tidying up. Oh, that's actually not too bad. We're right up against the telegraph poles, but we're alright. So, we'll get cows over later on, and we'll get some total mixed ration going first. When we get up to the other end, we're going to get some, get the pig food on the go. Yeah, straight down the middle of there. Milk this end, throw that end. Oh, we're going to do a manure heap, aren't we? I'll put one of those in, probably to the side there. That might work, won't it? Let's go with manure heap. I can put it at the side there. The only problem with these, they don't go. That can be in the way there. It's in. All the prevaricating is in. I've done it. I put it in here in the end. We've done a little bit of landscaping. We've got a little bit of a track coming down here. Actually, I'll probably do extended that a little bit across there. But we'll get on to that. Like I say, we'll get the cows in later on. I want to get the total mixed ration going first. So we got a little bit built up before. It's going to take a little while to do the cows, because even with our lorry and a trailer, that's cool. We're going to have to do a few runs backwards and forwards if I'm going to do 200, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't hold that many. So what I'm going to do, put this into the pig feed mixer. Now, although the pig feed mixer shows the ratio, I think it's is it 60? Hang on, 60. Come on, wasn't it? 60, 30 and 20, whatever the mix ratio was. I think you can just put in a certain amount of each and it will then work that ratio out. I'm pretty sure it does. So we'll put this in. I'll do a bucket load of 5,000 each of the other two. We need potato and we need corn. Corn's the main constituent part, so I might do a little bit more of corn, and we've got plenty of that. So if we put this in here, we went for a high tip, so we're golden on that. Right, that's in. Like I say, we can get that chugging away, and if I get that amount of sunflower every day, we'll just keep topping that up. And then when the pigs need it, we'll top. They don't need that many at the moment. To be fair, once they reproduce and we're going to be requiring a bit more, that's going to change. But for the time being, so what I'm going to do, because all of my constituent parts to make total mixed ration are over here, I'm going to put a static line mixer in over here, because this is kind of where my silos are, where my fertilizer is being produced. I've got a load more fertilizer I could sell if I want to at this point. Oh yeah, hay, how much did we end up with? It was it 1,090? Yeah, 1,090,824 litres of hay. So we did all right. Straw is still in here to be used for doing the manure, which then comes back to do our fertilizer. But our production over here, like I said, this one will do. Actually, I might as well. I need to put the thing in. What do I need? Corn. Sorry, I'm going over here anyway, so I might as well. Yeah, there's still production building over here. I can make total mixed ration in here if I want to. I'd need to move some hay over and store it in here, but I don't want to rely too heavily on one facility for doing everything. So corn, we'll do 5,000 a bucket. There we go. And then it'll be potatoes, which is stored in the other silo just over there. So like I say, this one could. Find the trigger again, it's here somewhere, every single time. Really? Come on, man. Let's give me that, but not. Where's my managed? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, there we go. Got them in. Yeah, so we can do total mixed ration that. We could just do it with hay and silage, or we could do it with mineral feed as well. So I could run that, and that's quite a large recipe as well, which means it'll run pretty quickly. But I think I want to, I want to try out that, because I kind of fall back on these quite a lot, these sorts of buildings, and I'm thinking, Where should I put it? Bearing in mind my hay's over there. Put my silage and straw. So I've stopped my silage production that was running in here. So straw to silage. So I've got some straw, some silage. That's in there. I can put it here maybe. Let's have a look. So this will be under production as well. Under factoires. Now I've got a couple of options on this one as well, I think. Right, so we've got that one there. The 40, that's got a 40,000 litre capacity. That one's got a 200,000 litre capacity. I think I'm going to go with that one. There's two little silos. If I swing that round there and we put it, well yeah, maybe bang on there. Put it at a slight angle. A bit of landscaping as well needs to be done. But with our bucket, actually, I might need to chop a couple of those down, I think. A bit better, isn't it? I'll get rid of that one later on. There we go. That's a bit better. Right, so let's get the pig food sorted out first. I'll get some total mixed ration on the go. Do my little bit of landscaping around that because I've lost my tracks, but that's alright. We'll sort that out. Still got room to get through past that. Okay, quite a little production set up here. Oh yeah, horses. I need to get a horse. At least one. We're going to be a cowboy, we need a horse. That's what I was thinking about. Having a bigger open pasture might be a little bit better, but capacity as well is something I want to look at. And then some potatoes. The potatoes don't need as much. What was the recipe? 60, 25 and 15. Oh, that was 60, wasn't it? Oh, I mustn't forget as well, I've got my silage bales stored as well. I could use the silage bales first, or second, or actually while I'm here, I could probably since we're going backwards and forwards, might as well. Let's go with, put some of that in. Ooh, just a bit. This tractor is brilliant. Oh, jack of all trades. Look at me hours on it, 51.6 hours on this already. Oh, is that registered? Oh, I wonder then. The hay I've just put into this is registering as being in there. That's weird. But it's not weird, I suppose. It happens quite a lot when you put stuff close together. I'm going to need to put a load more in here. Obviously, if I'm going to do 200 cows, I'm going to need absolutely tons of total mixed ration. And then put in hay, silage, and some straw. Oh, straw's not in this one, is it? Oh yeah. So whilst the straw is stored in there, it's allowing me to take it out of this one because it's registering they're both together in there. So we'll take that. Can't remember where the trigger is for this as well though. The only thing I'm going to be missing, I haven't done horses in a long time. The only thing I'm going to be missing is chickens. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, so it's showing the straw. Oh, okay, that's all right. So I don't actually have to move any straw over. That's weird though, isn't it? I'm assuming straw's stored in this, that the sort of the straw plane, the storage for this extends much further out, because that is registering the straw that's in here is technically in there, so I don't have to move any more straw in there, that's fine. But the silage that's in here isn't registering as being in there, so I'll just have to move some more silage over, and then the hay from over there I'll move over as well. But that's running at the moment, we'll get some of that going. Potatoes, let's get the pig food going. Then I'll need, we have got oats, I have got oats stored, haven't I? I'm sure I have. For feeding out horse. Do I get two or should I just get one? I didn't really need one, but it seems a bit unfair just to have one horse, isn't it? Potatoes we have got. Oh, we have got oats, there we go. So that running. So that's all that in. Boom. We've got pig food being made. I think that is that flipping up? I can't remember now. Is that open? Maybe not. I thought that screen showed something. Not anymore. Right. Okay. Pig food's being made. Thomas ration's being made. So horses then, where am I going to put my little stable? Well, I normally use the 1 for 2 horses, and I've used that quite a few times, but I've decided on something a little bit different. I'm going to put it on the front here. I was thinking about putting it on this grass field here, but the grass field yields pretty well because I can fertilise it and all the rest of it. I haven't lined it in a while actually. I'm thinking, because I removed the fence from out here, I'm reckon on here. Might be quite a nice little spot for it. So, we've got a little horse pasture with a barn just in here. There we go, all done. So, pretty sure this opens. There we go. We've got a bit of storage space as well there. Not quite sure what we can store in there, but yes, right. Horses. So I'm going to need to get a horse box to go and get a horse from the livestock market. Trailer for the cows. I need to get oats over here. Actually, what I'll do. Does it require water as well? I don't think so. Have I got a gateway that opens somewhere? Oh, is it over this side? I'm trying to think where there's a bit. There we go. Yeah. Nice, right. I'm going to go and get some oats. I'm going to go. Oh, that's assuming it'll let me. Normally, it lets you put the. It never used to until you have animals. It wouldn't let you put things in the troughs, but now, I think FS22 it does, doesn't it? Sometimes I found some don't, some do. It's all a bit all over the place. Anyway, what I'm going to do now: get some more stuff in for the Thomas ration. I need to sell some of that honey. I've got so much piling up there. It's a good problem to have. And then we'll get the cows in. Then we're going to get a horse, and then we'll be able to enjoy life. So, I guess it's no different to doing a 5,000 litre bale, is it? I suppose if I had bale spikes I could do a couple of bales at a time, and the ones I've got over in the thing, they're 7.5s, aren't they? So maybe I'm going to get a bale spike for this as well. I'm really surprised that, considering these work, that the 10,000 one wouldn't. Don't know why. Odd. Down at the store then, couple of things. Let's lease. I mean, I suppose I could just use the lorry, but again, where's the fun in that? I mean, there is to some degree, but I haven't used that before. I don't think I have. So let's lease that. And then I thought I had. I thought I had a modded one, but maybe not. 12 cows at a time, 200 cows. Well, that's going to take some time. I'll have to have a look and see if there's anything else available. Let's sort out the horse for. I'm still. Do I do? If I do two, I've got to exercise both. There's only me. I only need one. And it should work. Okay, got that back up. Oh, hang on. There we go, that's better. Cowboy up. It's pretty cool though, I suppose, when you consider. I mean, you say cowboy up, and you know, because they were ranchers and cattle drovers and stuff, but the horses are, or were, I suppose still are in a lot of places around the world, so intrinsically linked to the cattle. You had to have horses. I know that's obvious, but it's that kind of, you know, you think cowboys, you think horses, but they're linked to the cows. That's the whole point. The question is, what do I go for? I'm thinking I might go for a Palomino. I don't know. What do we reckon? Or a Pinto. I do like a Pinto. I mean, that would, I've said that before, that would be kind of obvious. Bay's quite nice, chestnut. Pinto stands out though, doesn't it? Thought could raise and lower that. I don't know if no, that's just as the lorry, the truck cab. I thought the gooseneck tube could, but I think it can go higher. I think it's just because the pickup wheels are quite high as well, aren't they? That's alright. Okay, let's get that over. As you've already seen, I've put some oats in. It took a full 5,000 litres. I wasn't expecting to take that much. And then once we've got the horse in, we'll have a look at our hay situation. I don't think they require water, I'm pretty sure, because it's got the little barn with it, that'll be a given. We'll come back and sort out selling my products. Slow down, we've got a horse on board. Okay then. So 2 avenues I wasn't intending to go down. When I considered it myself about doing hay, that I might do cows further down the line, I thought, you know, what am I waiting for? We got paid really well for our fertiliser. We've got some money sitting there. I can afford to buy some cows. Let's get some milk being produced. Why not? It just made sense. But the horse thing, as soon as I thought, you know, yeah, I can be a cowboy, I thought, well, I need a horse then, don't I? Surely that's kind of... that's the thing. King. Do I want to leave it as King or do I want to change the name? I might do. Yes, I do. Thank you very much. But I'm pretty sure I wanted to unload the horse into there. What happened there? Hello? That shouldn't have done that. That's bizarre. Stop, stop, stop. There we go. It's a lovely looking horse, isn't it? That's baffled me. So I get off the horse now. Please stay in here. Horse is back in stable. I've never encountered that before. Are you supposed to be able to unload a horse anywhere? I don't think so. How peculiar. Right, let's double check this and see. Yes, we need a bit of hay as well. Oh, it took all. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? 64. Yeah, maybe I'll be a little bit out, but I will need some water in there as well, won't we? The water trough will be that one there. Ah, can I get my little tanker in there? Am I going to need to buy another another smaller tanker potentially? Trailer's gone back. Hay is in. I can close that now. I can close that now. Yes. No. Close. There we go. I went down to the store and got myself another tank. So I've got one over at straw production, straw processing. I've got the really big lorry version, and I've got this one. Now this is part of the TARDIS range. You know, my TARDIS trailers. This is part of the TARDIS range, so it's got a 20,000 litre capacity. There is one that does 200,000, which I thought was maybe a little bit much, but let's get this in. Now, like I say, I've left myself a lot of room at the back here. I'm just trying to think actually, how am I getting... Could do with the gates opening the other way, really. It's not a gate on the other side, is there? Right. End up in the ditch. I'm not sure I'm going to get out of here, alright? Assuming, of course, this is even the water point. I thought it was. Can I get around there? There we go. It's a little bit fiddly, but yeah, it is. Cool. Was 20,000 litres. That's all it took. Okay. Right, that's that done. Now we're on to the cows. So I need to sort out a larger trailer because like I said, if I'm going to put 200 in there, it's going to take me some time. Now I'm not sure. I'll need to check once I get the first ones in whether or not that. I'm sure it will need bedding. Get our manure heap in. So we'll get our milk. Yeah, should be alright. I say that actually, I've put a manure heap in and didn't even think to check whether or not I needed any manure. Oh well. Any manure, any straw. I'm sure it does. Let's get the light on there so we can see that front gate post. Still hit it. Yeah, this is tricky. Yep, I hit the gate. Come further over that way. That's better. Could probably do with the smaller vehicle, taking it in and out of there. Or to be fair, the amount of water that took, I could probably just do with a really small water tank, like a front mounted one or one of those little 2,000 litre ones, would make life a little bit easier, wouldn't it? Anyway, I can use this tank for something else as well, but I'll leave it here by the horse for the time being. I need to think of a name for the horse. What am I going to call new horse? Cows then. Put all these back, right. We're back at the store again. We managed to sort out a different livestock trailer. This is the, I think it's animal trailer pack. Mack Trucker 921. This does 3 times the capacity. So the standard one does 12 cows. This will do 36 in a trip. Still got to do a few trips, but it's going to cut down dramatically the amount of trips we're going to need to do. So we can get across the livestock market. I was thinking of doing a split, but I think I'm going to do them all dairy. I was thinking of just doing like cattle, and doing like half dairy, half Angus or something like that maybe, but I think what I'm gonna, I don't know, I suppose I could do, we could do 150 dairy and 50 beef, couldn't we? Yeah, we'll do that. So let's go with 36. They're in. Let's get them up there unloaded. The whole time I'm doing this, the premise behind getting the Tomix ration on the go first of all was simply so I can have feed to put in once I've got all the animals in there. I mean, yeah, that Silo King static line. What is that? I keep doing that. It's great. It works really well, but I guess it's working like a production chain in that it's going to chug away now producing it, which is fine. I've no problem with that at all. I guess if I'd used a trailed version or a self-propelled version, once you put all the constituent parts in, it's Tomix ration. Well, it's there, bang, done, Tomix ration. So I guess there is some argument to be had to doing a trailed one. And I'm not even saying I won't. I might. After a while, I might think, you know what? It's probably not a bad idea. That being said, once I've sort of fully loaded that up and it's good to go, it's your downtime when you're doing other jobs that's still continuing to produce. So at night, when we sleep through the night or we work through the night, that's still producing Tomix ration. So I guess, I don't know, swings and roundabouts. This feels heavy. I know it sounds weird, but when you're trying to brake to turn, that really didn't want to slow down. I've got to remember where the offload point is as well, actually. I think it's right in front of the gates, isn't it? The thing I've realised and noticed since the recent update, as I did with when I put the pig food mixer in the other day, and I was saying about the fact that textures and stuff, it's hard to blend them. In the update, all new textures, so the textures are all available to blend with all the stuff that's on here already, which is going to make life so much easier. I'm not saying easier, it just looks better. Yeah, is it just here? Or is it to the side? Nope, it's just there. Brilliant. So, select. Why is that not letting me? Why is that only showing one? Huh? Animal type does not support unloading. What? Oh no, hang on. I've messed up. No, hang on a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Because that's our milk. There. I'm thinking, oh, it's only for beef, isn't it? No. Why doesn't it make any sense? Why do these things keep happening? Why can nothing ever run smoothly? My cow pasture. That was weird. The offload point is just to the side. I don't know if it's because I didn't have the gate open, or I'm not quite sure what that was about. But we should now be able to. Yeah, 36. Select. Move to husbandry. Okay. First few in. Right. What I will do now. I'm going to go and get some angus now. Close that up. Actually, now I can check on that to see whether or not. Where are we? My cow pasture. Water, milk, yeah, straw. So we're good to go on that. Milk is to one side. Water's to one side here, so we are going to put water in. Because it's not a barn per se. Last 6 coming up. I've got the pickup, I've got some straw, and luckily, because these are both TARDIS, I've managed to hook up the water tank, water tanker behind it. So we've got some straw, we've got some water. Now the total mix ration I've got so far won't fill it up, but it'll be enough that they'll have some feed. And as it continues to produce, I'll just keep bringing it down until we get to a point where we're topped up. But we'll go and check on that in a moment. What I have done, a little bit more landscaping here and there, just to tidy a couple of bits up. Because the angle I was coming across here at as well, I thought it would make more sense to have that at more of an angle, so that's changed. I've also, leave that gate up and that won't go anywhere. This side where the slurry point is, because it's quite tight at the end, I took out a couple of fence sections down here, and we've come out across here, levelled onto the track here. It's a little bit of a ditch here, it wasn't too deep. So we can get in and out here for slurry as well, I thought might make life a little bit easier. So that's done. And I'm, of course, looking across it now thinking, yeah, we've got plenty of room. If we want to go really big, you know, go a bit crazy. Which we could do. We shall see. So, let's get the last 6 in. Then we'll get some straw in, we'll get some water in, and I'll go over. I'm doing it in this order again, just to give the total mix ration production long enough that we've got as much as we can on hand. We spent a fair bit of money. Because when we started on, was it 1.1? Just under 1.2 million. It hasn't been cheap. We can close that off. Feed and bedding, I think, is down the middle. Now water trough's there, so what we'll do, we'll swing around because I've got the water trough on the back, the water tank on the back. We should be able to swing around. Actually, if I cut through here, might be able to do it on the way past. And then I can drop that off and then we'll do the straw. There we go. Let's do that. I'm going to need some more, definitely. Let's disconnect that. I'll pick that up in a second. Let's put the straw in. Actually, I probably could have opened the gates other end and driven straight through, but don't mind backing up. There we go. I need some more of this, actually. Definitely going to need some more of that. Let's have a look and see how that's gone. Straw or blemish? It's going to take a lot of straw. Water, not too much more. I mean, I've got straw, haven't I? And I did say way back, it is a finite resource. I wasn't intending doing cows. We are now using straw for total mix ration, which I don't need to. I don't have to. I know I can do total mix ration without. And obviously bedding in here, which that's going to require. Wow. Okay. We should be alright to get through to next year, and then we can do more crop. And I say that. We should be okay. So what I will do is I'll take the tanker back because that will need to be topped up. The straw needs to be topped up. I'll do a little bit of that. And then, like I say, I'll keep doing that. Again, giving my total mix ration a bit longer to go. That trailer will need to go back. I can cut across the fields because I haven't got any crops in them yet because we're out of harvesting, sowing the season. I've got some wool. Actually, that's a good point. I've got 2 full pallets of, is it full? No, 1 and a bit of wool that needs to go. We've got more corn that can go into the pig food mixer. We've got some soybean there. We've got 3-4 pallets of corn. We've got 4 pallets of wool can go over to our spinnery. I've probably got at least 2, if not 3, pallets of fabric over there now, which will need to be done. And then we'll exercise our horse. Actually, you know what? I've just suddenly thought. It's absolutely perfect leaving the horse called King, isn't it? Of course it is, because of the coronation. Yeah, call it King Charles III. You know what? I might do that. Let's change its name. Can I have a name that long? I'm not sure. Maybe. It took 120,000 litres of straw, but that's all in. So now we'll see how much. Oh, it's showing us all in there. Okay. Oh, there you go. 20,000 litres already. That's pretty good. We'll take that. We'll put that in. And then as it produces more, we'll top it up. That's pretty fast. That's rapid. I'll take that. We'll check on the pig food. I did switch it off because it ran out of corn. I thought we'd run out of sunflower first, but it's run out of corn, so I've got corn to put back in it. We'll check on that, and then we'll take the horse out. King Charles III out for a ride for his daily exercise. Get this in. First of our cows in. I have to tell you, I like the way often when I've done farms, I put everything really close together, and I feel this time I'm a lot more spread out with my sheep here, the pigs over there, the horse there, chickens. Like I say, I still want to do it, but I just don't have enough feed if I go absolutely bonkers on it. But that is my intention, to go a little bit doolally tap, and we'll see how it goes. But there we go, in here. We'll see how little how little 20,000 litres seems to be. Let's have a quick check. Has never scratched the surface. Okay, well that's going to take a lot more in it. But 20,000 litres, I say it should keep him fed for a while. Well, we'll see. But it's still producing, and I can chug away and produce more, can't I? But there we go. Pigs are unhappy. Cows now in, fed, watered. Milk should be coming soon. We've got the straws in there, so we should get manure. That should start be producing. Sheep, they're fine. They could do a little bit of top up. That's fine. So what we're going to do now. No, I would say those productions over there that are doing the sunflower at the moment that Mike's doing for us. I was just thinking if I put in, I could do chickens if people weren't too averse to me using open gardens, or say using more open gardens. I have got barley, we've got a load of it. If I put in a couple of open gardens and just had them, especially through the winter, running like a winter wheat or a winter barley. Can we do barley and wheat in the open gardens? Let's just double check that. I could put a couple more in here, top them up, and then we could look at, I'm just thinking of winter jobs as well. If we can get the chickens going and producing eggs too. Oh, I have got a suggestion from Big Ron, an idea for a project. Again, it will be a kind of winter job that we could work on. I'm not sure. I'm kind of looking at it as an option. He knows I'm looking to invest. No, it doesn't, does it? Corn, cotton, soybean, sugar beet. No, wheat. It doesn't do wheat or barley, so I can't use these. That's all right. I mean, in the day, I could. No, I don't want to do that. I could just go and buy a load of wheat, but what's the the whole point is I need to grow. I need to grow it. Yeah. You know what I haven't used yet in anger, and we'll do it now because I need to top up the pigs just for a little. I've only got about 800 litres of sunflower left in the pig food, but it's made a lot more pig food than I thought it was going to. This is quite high. Another reason why getting the teleskid, boom, like so. Works really well. So we've got wool, cotton, fabric, honey, fish, all needs to be delivered at some point, because otherwise I go for a couple of days. This is what I was saying about, it's all well and good skipping ahead. You just forget one thing, like I did with the fish. I forgot it for like a couple of days, well, the entire month, and all of a sudden there's so much of it. Again, not the end of the world. And I'm using very little input into that. So let's check on the pigs. Get this corn put in. And then we'll come back and exercise our horse. I need to look at a little bit more detail at Big Ron's proposal. I need to ask him for his business plan. We'll do a dragon's den on it. Ah, it's not going to let me. Oh, what? I didn't even think of that, did I? What a buffon. I'll tip it on the ground and I'll go and grab the bucket. Actually, no, I won't. I'll go and put it into the silo and grab the bucket. Right. So, how are we looking here? Yeah, corn's run out. Sunflowers, 489. I thought it was 800 something. Still got plenty of potatoes. Yeah, 8,333 litres of pig food already. So, on the daily, I think if I put a bit of corn in there, when that sunflower then runs out and I've got to wait for till I've got more sunflower available, I'm going to be looking at maybe 10,000 litres per day. And I'm pretty sure the pigs only took, it was something like 12,000 in total, wasn't it? Yeah, a little bit over 12,000. I barely used any. So really, doing what I've done, subcontracting out sunflower, we can keep up with it. We can keep up with that with our pigs. At least at the moment, when they reproduce, we should still be able to keep up with them, no problem. But we're doing all right. We are doing all right. So I'll take that over, put that into silo, and then I'll bring some back in the bucket. What we're going to do is we've got to have our horse. We'll go and get some exercise, and that's it for this episode. Time to get my cowboy on, and we have. We've got our horse, we've got our cows, got a cowboy hat. I mean, you know, what more do you need? I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.